Wagwan, you're tuned into the chill channel here, so remember, either be chill or be gone. In this video I'll be providing some tips I learned the hard way for beginners who want to start smoking weed. Firstly, you know this. I have to start off by mentioning that I don't condone the use of weed, blah 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 blah, don't smoke weed because you watch this video, you know all the same crap. But anyway, let's face it, weed's awesome. So firstly, you just got your first score bag of weed and you're pretty excited looking down at that green. But what you do first, you have to understand it has different effects for different people. For example, I'd like it for the same reasons that you may, hate it. So when you try weed, it's important you do it somewhere where you're comfortable and somewhere if you're a kid where your parents aren't going to come home in the next 10 minutes, or if you're doing it with your boys, make sure you're not doing it outside a police station or some shit like that, because I've done that before. That's not a good idea, trust me. But in the UK you might come across a problem. The problem being that everyone rolls joints in the UK because no one really has a bong here. Now, usually for some people this might mean watching a YouTube video then rolling a joint and it being good, but for most people, including myself, trying to roll a joint proved to be a very difficult task. Trust me, I've been there and I hated it. However, when I was at that stage, I watched every single video on YouTube learning how to roll, and what I ended up doing was watching how my friends rolled and then adapting their techniques to how I would roll. Like, they do a certain technique and I'd find it useful, so I'd use it. So now you have your weed and you can roll your joint, but what's next? Well, usually if you're in the UK, weed's kind of expensive. It's £10 a gram. Now some people like to mix their weed with tobacco in order to make the weed last longer and still get high. However, I kind of really hate this because it takes away from the taste and the feel of the green. Now when you're actually smoking a zoot or the joint, depending on whatever you call it, it's not a good idea to try and light the joint if you've never lit a joint before, because I tried this once and I started burning the whole fucking thing, and to this day I have not stopped getting stick for that. So let someone else who's a professional do it, because it's different than lighting a cigarette. You can trust me on that one. Now, one handy tip for all stoners, new or old, is to always have a drink at hand, because the joint burns at, I think it is 300 degrees, and that will give you dry mouth and dry throat, and that's one reason stoners worldwide get caught, and that's why I got caught. Another tip to prevent getting caught: eye drops. Eye drops are the most important thing for stoners not to get caught if you don't want to get caught. They make your eyes go red, because when you get stoned your eyes go red to white, and it's a godsend. I don't know how else to say it really. Now, moving on, although you technically can't overdose on weed, you can overdo it. We all like to get stoned to the point where we have the remote in our hand, but we're looking for the remote for God knows how long. I've been there too many times. But let's face it, you don't really want to be like that at school, so you got to make sure you know how much to take before school, break, lunch, and then whenever you do it, like, not only to make sure that you don't fuck up at school, but also to conserve weed. Now, one key thing to remember for all beginner stoners is not to take big hits, because you will end up coughing a fucking lung, and it does fucking hurt. So don't take big hits, and always have a drink. Anyway, you're watching Chill Channel. Don't if you want to like the video, like it. If not, leave it a dislike. Thanks for watching. See ya.